Did you know right inside your Claude account, you can actually design things like Instagram carousels, posters, invitations, invoices, anything you can think of that you would normally design in somewhere like Canva. So let me show you an example. Like this one here, I prompted Claude to design an Instagram carousel on the topic of top 5 AI tools. It's come up with some variations of the first slide, then to the actual tools, such as the first one, ChatGPT, second Claude, Midjourney, Cursor, and N8N. All this was designed using the power of Claude plus the Canva connector. With those two, it's a powerful combination because number one, Claude is an LLM and it thinks for you. It's able to generate things such as the text a lot better than you would find using Canva AI. Plus, it uses the power of course, Canva and its design suite. The great thing is once it's generated and you've selected a design that you like, it'll then save it to your Canva account where you can continue on to actually edit and customize it if you wish to do so. With that said, let me share how to actually connect Claude with your Canva account. Before you get started, the most obvious thing to do is to make sure you have a Claude and Canva account to make this all work. Once you've got your Claude account, head to your account and then you can see here customize. This is where it's newly located. It used to be in settings and connectors, but now you simply go to customize, then to connectors. This is where you can see all of the integrations you've got. They call it connectors, but all you need to do is just click on the plus icon, go to browse connectors, and what you're going to want to do is search for Canva. And right here is the Canva connector. Simply click on the plus icon. I've already done that. And then you allow permissions for Claude to access your Canva account. And once it's connected, you have the power of creating new designs right within Claude. The next step is to click on the plus icon in a new chat window and click on connectors. Then you'll see Canva. Make sure the toggle is enabled. And just so you know, connecting Canva to Claude is actually free. It used to be for paid upgraded members only, but since January, they've announced that you're able to do it even on a free plan. That is on Claude and Canva. However, the fine print is that with Canva, some of the elements that will be used may require a Canva Pro account, but it's not that difficult anyway to just replace something that's a Canva Pro element to something more so free. The next step is to prompt Claude to design something using the actual Canva connector. The way that I usually like to do it is to simply prompt Canva, and then anything you want. So in this case, I've put in Canva, create 6 Instagram post designs for a carousel about the top 5 AI tools for 2026. And then it goes on with things like the aesthetics and any other details that you want. And saying something like ensure to put the handle, my Instagram handle that is in the bottom corner of each slide. Now, because you are using Canva, you can actually use your Canva brand kit so that you can stay on brand in terms of your branding, the colors that you use, the fonts that you use, the styling, so that you don't need to actually prompt Claude and tell it what you want to design and how you want it designed. It should already know your colors by following your brand kit and those brand guidelines. Now, you don't necessarily need to create Instagram carousels. Literally be anything that you could usually create inside Canva. So think of things like invoices, flyers, posters, invitations, perhaps a resume too. All can be done using the right prompt inside Claude. I'm going to show you another example of Instagram carousel generation using the Claude plus Canva connector. So I've got this example hypothetical prompt here that I generated using Claude itself, but this time I'm going to put in Canva and then here's the prompt on yoga tips. All right. So a completely different niche. Let's see what it's going to come up with. All right. So that took about 2 to 3 minutes to generate and here's what it's generated. So we've got 4 variations for the actual title page or the cover. And then comes the actual tips here. Next one. So really beautiful, pretty aesthetic as well from the get-go, right? And you can see some of the tips that have been shared here. And then Claude tells you what it's actually done and whether you need more adjustments, tweaks, colors, all can be done inside Claude too. So you don't necessarily need to go to Canva to make those adjustments if you don't want to do those manual tweaks. If you like a particular design, let's say this third one, we can click on that and then we can click on open in Canva. It gives you a convenient link that will take you directly to that design. It'll save it and open it, you can see the external link it's created and you can open the link. That'll take you directly to your Canva account where you can go ahead and start editing away. Just bear in mind that it's not going to be 100% perfect. So you're going to have to go in there and maybe make a few refinements, as you may not like some of the tips it's come up with. But if you want to prompt it with specific content and copy, then make sure you do that inside Claude. Quick tip here, because your Canva account is now connected to your Claude account, you can do things like search recent designs in, let's say, the past 2 days. And you can see the results here. These are all the ones that I work with and played around with. So think of Claude as your powerful and personal AI assistant when it comes to designing things using Canva. But there we go. Give it a try, see what you can come up with, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.